Yeah, hey, these comments are for Filippo, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So you just made a comment at my website today. And you say you need to improve about 22 points in your overall TOEFL score. So right now you got 18 points in the reading, 19 points in the listening. You got 20 on the speaking and the writing sections. You say I'm retaking the test on November the 8th or December the 10th. So here's my advice. I'm going to give you really kind of three main ideas. Now, my first piece of advice is take the test on December the 10th. That's probably going to be your best strategy because you got some of November, some of October, then November, so you're looking at approximately 60 days to improve 22 points in your TOEFL score. That's not easy. You don't just do that overnight. So if possible, maybe even January 10th might be a better strategy. But anyway, you want to get in the habit of reading and listening every day. When you're doing your reading practice, you can choose materials that you have an interest in. You can read things like magazines, you can read newspapers, you can read longer books. Also, get in the habit of practicing listening every day. For listening materials, if you can, focus on news, documentary, maybe science. Science programs are always good because the TOEFL likes to have a lot of science-type lectures. So do a lot of listening practice. Now, in both cases, you want to develop a note-taking system. It's important that you learn how to take notes on the main and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages. Using your notes, Filippo, you can do two things. Remember, everything I'm telling you, you don't even need my online course to do this. You can do this anytime, anywhere. So using the notes that you're practicing, you can write about the information. You can also speak about this information. Now, when you're writing about reading and listening passages, make a goal of writing maybe 3 250-word summaries weekly. That means about 750 words of writing each week, focusing on reading and listening passages. Now, when you're speaking about this information, maybe do 3 to 5 oral summaries each week. And when you orally summarize, try to do or spend about 60 seconds doing that. So you're trying to explain in your own words the main points and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages. If you just do that, think about this, Filippo, for a minute. If you do some reading and listening every day, then each week you're writing and speaking about that information. You're improving your reading, your listening. You're also improving your integrated speaking, your integrated writing. So many things are going to happen which can help you improve your overall English language abilities. Now, the last suggestion I have, Filippo, is go through the lessons in my 60-day TOEFL study guide. This is probably the most appropriate study guide for you. Now remember that the study guide is simply a suggestion. Once you subscribe and become one of my students, you can use my online TOEFL course any way you like. You can study anything you want. You have unlimited access to over 700 lessons in the pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, the reading, the listening, writing, and the speaking area. So you can do pretty much what you want, but the study guide is kind of giving you a guide of certain things that you can do in the course on certain days. And it helps you, keeps you from burning out too, because you don't want to only do vocabulary for 1 week, or you don't want to only do reading. If you do a little bit of grammar, a little bit of vocabulary, a little bit of pronunciation, some listening, some reading, some speaking, some writing. If you do that each week, a little in each of those areas, typically you won't burn out as easy, and you're really building your English language abilities. All right, so those are my recommendations for you. I will include a link to the 60-day TOEFL study guide for you so you can take a look at it. All righty? Good luck to you.